Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Hey, OFP Nation. Welcome to another episode of Forex Focus, where we talk all about mastering the art of trading with a strong mindset.
Hey, everybody. It's your usual guests, me, Andrea, and Rhea, and of course, Barry, who is always our special guest because we really like, this podcast because we talk about really interesting things. And today we have our episode number 21. And today we are going to talk about enhancing focus and minimizing distractions while trading because trading by itself can be really hard. So it is really important for every trader to be focused and minimize distractions. So please
Yeah.
stay with us.
For whoever is with us, if you could please just let us know in the comments. Say hey. Let us know who you are. Tell us your name, where
Yes,
you are in the world, so we can engage with you because we love our trading community very, very much. Before we kind
me
of dive
too.
into today's topic, so yeah, we'll give you guys a minute to kind of get in here before we get started. Barry, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah,
Hey,
Don't
Barry.
worry.
you're here.
He's there. He's there.
Yeah, he's there. He's there. All
And
right.
now
Well,
we're live again because last week we weren't live, but now we are. So, yeah, that's
yeah,
exciting.
yes. And next Monday should be very interesting because I'm going to be in a different location. So let's see how that works.
Mhm.
Hello from Nigeria. Hi, Nigeria. How do you say your name?
Hello,
Is it
Tosin.
Tosin? Tosin? Ade,
Tosin.
Tosin Adebayo? Adebayo. Hello, hello. Thank you for hanging out with us today.
Hello. Thanks for being here.
Yes. All right.
All right. So,
Andrea,
shall we start?
you ready?
Yes. Are you
Okay.
guys ready?
Yeah,
I'm
born ready.
Perfect. Well, okay, so like I said, today's topic is going to be about what is the importance of minimizing distractions and the importance of focus on trading. So my first question would be, what are the most common distractions that traders face, and how can they be mitigated or minimized?
I go first.
Yes.
All right. So, believe it or not, I would say number one is family. Sometimes, if they do not know you're a trader and there are specific times that you have to be trading or doing tests or even just attending a session online, they can come disturb you. Oh, can you do this for me? Can you do that for that? Anyways, in short, you have to notify them. Don't just assume they know. That's one thing you should be aware of. Don't assume they know that you have to trade the London session, the New York session. Yeah, you shouldn't assume that they know that. So you have to like let them know that okay, during this period, I require that you don't disturb me and so on. Some may even call. You can be staying alone, but you can find that people are calling. It could even be friends, workmates, or something like that. But during that period, you probably need your entire focus locked in on the markets and no distractions. Yeah. So like I say, first way to mitigate it is by just notifying the people around you. Like they should know that you have a certain window of time that you prepare not to be disturbed. Another thing could be, yeah, I don't know if you're a gamer. Yeah, you kind of also like need to set aside time. You can find that you may have put in alert or something for your trading, whether it's a breakout or something, then because you're so glued to the game you're playing, you actually forget about it, or you do see the notification, but then you say, "Oh, I'm gonna get to that like in 2 minutes, 3 minutes." Then next thing you know, it's 10 minutes, and the market has like skyrocketed 5%. in a couple of minutes, then you're just really upset about that. So you have to also just tone down on that. Like, probably, if you know that you are going to be trading around a specific period, you probably need to not distract yourself with video games and stuff like that. So yeah, in order not to miss a move in the market. Yeah.
I think, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
I
Yes,
think
perfect.
I think a plethora of things could be distractions, obviously the things that Barry mentioned, but also, just distractions within trading in itself, getting distracted by other trading opportunities, besides the one that you're trying to focus on, or, things like that. So that's something else that kind of comes to my mind too, that I feel like can disrupt focus. uh, you know, when you're excited about the opportunities that are in the markets, sometimes you get money bags in your eyes. And so you can get distracted that way too. Um, but yeah, besides just the day-to-day things, family, work, because some of us trade also while we work and we trade simultaneously. um, and yeah, that was just a thought that I wanted to share. I don't know what Barry
Yeah,
thinks.
Perfect.
really. You've just reminded me. I think that was last week. Yeah, I was actually distracted by a trade in the same asset pair, which is like gold. So yeah,
Yeah.
I actually saw a gap in gold. So I was like, okay, let me chase after that gap. But the overall plan was to go long. But then I wanted to chase after that gap, and it didn't look like the market was going that to that gap.
Yeah.
So it started going against me. Then I cut my losses, and then I just followed through with my original plan, and that went well. Yeah. So yeah. There's that. It can even just be on this particular pair that you're trading. You can see something like two different things. You need to learn to choose one and be confident with it. Again, you also just need to go with your first approach. Don't go in looking for the second thing, the next best thing, I would say. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it's really important, like you said, Barry, to like if you have any other like things that are in your life, for example, family, friends, or any hobbies, you need to be really aware of the time that you're going to give to the trading situation. And also like, yeah, being really, really conscious about when are you going to do it and really focus on that in specific. So now talking about the psychological techniques, which psychological techniques come to your minds, both of you, that can help traders maintain concentration during long trading sessions because it can be like really long.
So I have one. Well, there's a lot actually. And if anybody is in our Discord community, if you have not checked out the channel in our Discord community that is titled Mental Coach Tips, I really highly recommend that you plug into that channel, because every day the CEO of the company provides different kind of mental coach tips, which I think are phenomenal ways to kind of, shift your perspective and approach the markets. But one of the things that he talks a lot about, that he likes to share with us, is about the power of visualization techniques. And kind of like one in particular is where where you envision yourself being the successful trader that you already want to be. And then you ask yourself, how would myself as a successful trader it, approach the markets today? What kind of mentality would I have? What kind of energy would I have? Where would I be emotionally? How would I execute? If I lose, how would I handle losses, in this situation? And as you're trading, really kind of work on embodying, that image of that version of you that is successful like that. and visualizing that success. And in implementing these techniques, some of these different kinds of visualization techniques, they can really, really help you to focus on being present in that moment, and really being focused on, on just how you're going to move and execute as a trader, and kind of keep your emotions in check. Also, I find that a lot of those techniques can really help with that. So that is like one thing that I think of, is just the power of getting clear on the who we would, getting clear on that kind of visual, and then embodying that visual and approaching the markets in that way. So that's just kind of one thing that comes to mind. I don't know if Barry has anything.
Okay. Okay, I wouldn't say long trading sessions, but I would maybe say long trading positions, like probably if you're holding a position for like quite a while. Like there are some people prefer sometimes to just close the trade and not let it run because they feel like something may come up, like the market will just drop or go up if they're in the sell. So, and then there's some people just see maybe another signal pop up on the chart and they want to close it, then enter a different trade. So, in that sense, the way Ria said, you need to envision yourself as the trader you want to be. So, for example, if you want to start getting in and out of a trade that you already planned, you need to ask yourself, would the trader or the pro trader that I want to be jump out of this trade just all because they want to catch a few pips? Yeah, that's, I guess, something that you would have to question yourself. And yeah, asking these self-reflection questions and everything, they do help. They do help to better you and also your psychology in trading and everything like that. It's all a mental game, honestly. Yeah.
I would agree. Self-reflection is such an important part of any aspect of life, in my opinion, but especially as a trader, being able to be honest with yourself. And the thing is, I talk to traders often, and when we talk about mistakes that they make in their trading, especially, mistakes that cost them their funded account, a lot of them know, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, a lot of them admit, dang, yeah, I know. So deep down, we know when we shouldn't be doing something, when we're being a little emotional, a little greedy, a little, having a FOMO moment. We know. The question is not whether or not we know, but whether or not we're disciplined enough to, you know, uh, say no when we need to say no, or, I don't know. So, yeah, discipline is a big part of it. So, self-reflection can definitely help with that.
Yeah, I think like maybe I wouldn't say like trust your intuition, but like maybe because if you already know that you are doing something that may not be that good for you and your strategies, it is okay to like hear to your thoughts, and like if you already think or feel that it's going to be something that something like not really good for you, keep that in mind. So now that we've mentioned psychology, the importance of psychology and like self-reflection and other kind of techniques, for example, now mentioning mindfulness and meditation, how can these practices enhance focus and reduce stress during trading?
Barry was
Mhm. Or any maybe any other strategy related or similar to that.
Mhm.
uh the silence,
Okay.
Barry. It was like chalk on the wall. Go ahead. You're gonna say that?
All right, I can go ahead. So I think for me, okay, mindfulness. Maybe, yeah, being mindful that you have put on a trade. Yeah, and you know that that's the only trade you need to put on. Probably you don't need to like put another bunch of trades, and you just need to either hit your stop loss or your take profit. I think the best thing you can do is just close your platform, and if your platform has alerts that lets you know when your stop loss or take profit is hit, like for example, C Trader does that, then it's best to just keep it that way. Like you just close your platform and only being open it up when you're notified if you have hit take profit or stop loss. That's one way, yeah, to avoid stress during trading. Yeah, but if you're like a day trader, yeah, I guess you need to meditate a lot. Yeah, and just like calm your nerves a little bit. Yeah, take some strolls, especially if something is going against you. Yeah, so that's why I say sometimes you just need to close your platform so that you don't see the trade going against you, because then you'll be more inclined to close that trade than to let it do what it needs to do. Yeah.
I was just gonna also say, like, this kind of goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about as far as like psychological techniques, where I talked about like visualization, because meditation and visualization go hand in hand, but also meditation is also a great way to focus on your breathing. And sometimes when we're emotional, when the markets get us emotional, our nerves can get pretty bad. So just taking some time to just breathe can really help regulate the nervous system, which I know that's something that not a lot of people, a lot of people think about. Um, but it helps tremendously in reducing that stress for sure.
Okay, now that we're talking about different techniques, I don't know, guys. For my next question would be like related to time management techniques, such as the Pomodoro technique. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that technique, or do you want me to explain it?
I never heard of it until you told me about it, and then I Googled it.
Well, the
Yeah,
Pomodoro
please tell me
technique
about
was invented by Italian author Francesco Cirillo, and it's
Oh,
basically a technique where you can manage your time between 25 minutes of like hard work, and then you stop working for 5 minutes, and then you go back again to the thing. So it's like a time management, like work productivity technique that may help some people, but I don't know, guys, like if you have any other techniques of like time management, because like we said, okay, maybe a trading session may not be that long, but by itself it can be heavy and like hard mentally. So that's why time management is really important.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can see something as the Pomodoro technique as being
Yeah.
helpful, for a day trader, especially, right? Because not every moment is a trading moment. There are going to be times where we're in the mark, where we're on the charts and we're waiting for the signal to enter. And sometimes that signal can be, you know, within 15 minutes of the start of a trading session, or it can be like within 2 hours into the session, and for some people who struggle with having patience, which by the way, if you're trading, you have to have patience. That's probably one of the most important, I don't know, characteristics you need to have as a trader, is the ability to be patient and to allow the market to come to you, as opposed to you chasing the opportunities, but letting it play out and come to you, right? And so while you're doing that, while you're waiting in your trading session, you can maybe get anxious. Some people get anxious while they're waiting, and that can be a problem, because in you being anxious, you could end up making trading decisions just to make a trading decision, just to get in the market, just because you're impatient and you're tired of waiting for an opportunity. So you feel like, well, let me just get in, let me just get in, instead of really being patient and waiting for all your signals, right? So I think, having some time, on the charts, setting a timer, like according to the Pomodoro, giving yourself that 20 minutes, right? And then, yeah, like if you haven't seen a signal, especially like if it's highly likely it's not going to happen in 5 minutes of taking a breather, because sometimes like, especially like day traders, most of us, we trade on the 5-minute chart. So if I see a 5-minute candle going, I know, by the end of that 5-minute candle, I should be okay. So yeah, I think it could be a helpful technique for sure, and kind of dying down some of that anxiety that we might have. Yeah, and just kind of giving the market an opportunity to do what it does instead of trying to force trades on ourselves, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. Thank you, Ria. I don't know if you want to say something about this, Barry.
No, I think Ria's covered all of it because I was just visualizing as she was talking about it, and I was like, yeah, yeah, that's true, that's true.
Yeah, so you were just agreeing with her. Perfect.
Mm.
Yeah, so basically the Pomodoro technique is like that, like 25 minutes of like work and focusing on the things that you have to do, and then 5 of like resting like your mind or whatever to calm down and like reduce the anxiety or something in anything that you do. So now for my final question, what are the essential elements according to you guys for a distraction-free trading environment?
Turn your phones off.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, block out all the noise. Yeah, I would say. So, but yeah, like we already mentioned in the beginning, or like I already mentioned in the beginning, like, yeah, you just need to get rid of the distractions, notify the people, and yeah, you should be well and good and be more focused than usual. And yeah, you won't fumble that trade. I guess, yeah.
Perfect. So
And
everything like just turn off your phone. It'll help you.
Off your phone, sometimes like when you're a parent, I don't know though, man, because these kids today, y'all, they act like they don't know what a red stop sign means. When you put a red stop sign on a door, that means mommy is working. Mommy is working. But, so I think sometimes like isolating yourself, going into like a section of your home and shutting the door and putting a little sign on for the kids and for the spouse, or maybe even just leaving, and going to, your favorite cafe, or, that has really great Wi-Fi. Like in America, it's usually Starbucks. But Andy laughs. And Barry is probably laughing too, because he knows that's my cafe. But
yeah.
Starbucks.
it was Starbucks. So yeah, so I think just kind of just removing yourself from an environment that is going to be distracting for you, and putting yourself in an environment where you focus the best. Sometimes I have to do that just for work. Not that there's anything going on at home or that there's distractions at home, but just sometimes just being at home in itself is a distraction. Sometimes just seeing your bed right there when you feel like you need a nap is a distraction. So sometimes removing yourself out of environments that are too comfortable for you and putting you in environments that force you to focus on what you're doing can really help tremendously. So, and that can be anything, like I said, a cafe, a library, whatever you have in your community where you feel like, oh, this environment actually really helps me to zone in and tune in and focus on what I'm working on. So changing your environment, I think, is a huge way to manage distractions.
Perfect. Yes, the thing that you said, like when you're looking to your to your bed and you need a nap, I felt that. That felt personal, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know
Girl,
about you, Barry. If you agree, if you agree, or like, yeah, like if you want to add anything to this.
No, what Ria said, changing the environment, yeah, it does help. It does help. I agree. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Well, those were all of my questions, guys. Thank you so much for always answering in the best way possible. It's always a blast.
thanks, girl. We
Thanks
love
to
you.
you. I love
We
you
love
too.
you. Does
And if
anybody who,
anyone, yeah,
yeah,
if anyone has any questions, please don't be shy.
tienen preguntas? Do you have questions? Do you guys
Or
have?
any comments? Comments are also welcome.
We're trilingual over here at OFP. Our entire team is like all over the world.
Yeah, but I love that. That's one of my favorite things.
So we speak a little bit of everything over here, guys. We speak a little bit of everything. But yes, let
Yes.
us know if you guys have any questions or comments. We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear if you guys have anything you want to share. About your trading journey, how you handle distractions, or if you have any
Or any
questions.
techniques. If you have any techniques that you follow,
Yes.
or you can also leave your questions in your comments once this live ends.
Ooh, now this may not be something that you guys can do in every situation, especially if you trade with prop firms. It really just depends on what prop firms you're trading with. Most traders I know tend to be serial prop firm traders. So what I mean by that is a lot of us tend to have more than one trading account with more than one company. And that's okay. But I also believe that trading with other traders can also help with your focus, can also help with your confidence, can also help with your potentially your consistency. It's kind of like having a workout buddy. You know how when you go to the gym and you got somebody who is like, "Hey, yo, let's get in 30 minutes at the gym real quick." It's kind of like having that sense of accountability. So when you have other traders to kind of get up and trade with on a regular basis, that can be like your accountability partners to kind of help you stay focused. Also, I have done that and I love it. I love trading with other traders. It's just there's something so different about it. So that could be another thing that could potentially help you with your growth as a trader, and also help you with being consistent, and also help you with showing up every day at the same time, right? Uh, you know, so that's something I wanted to share too, guys. Of course, you want to check with your prop firm and make sure your prop firm allows that. Uh, OFP, we don't allow, group trading. So if we see traders taking the same trades, it could flag your account. But if you're trading on your own brokerage account, even, that could be something that could help you. So I just wanted to share that with you. Pero it doesn't look like we have any preguntas. We don't have any questions. ¿Cómo se dice en italiano? Domanden.
Domande. Non ci sono
Domande.
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 Questions. All right.
Yes.
Well, if you guys got any value from this live, please let us know in the comments. We want to hear from you. And of course, we love it when you guys share about your own journeys. What else was I gonna say? I'll be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let us know that you are oh yeah, so that when we go live, you'd be the first to know. You'd be the first to know. Right? And with
Yeah.
that,
And with that, we say, lastly, stay sharp, keep a winning mindset, and remember that with Forex Focus, your favorite podcast, success is just one trade away, guys. Just one.
just one. All right. Well, we will see you guys next Monday and have a successful trading week.
Thank you so much for being here, guys. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.